Hey Internet, I'm Dan.
And I'm Chaz, and this is Wine and Serious Business, episode 120. An exciting episode. We're back with Ken Wright's. The 2010s just hit. We do new ones every year, and kind of excited to try out the 2010s. It's been kind of a interesting vintage so far. So
yeah, we're a little slow on the punch. I think these are usually some of the first wines out in a vintage, and it took us a little while to get around to this show this year, but we're still looking forward to trying it. We've been liking a lot of the 2010s we've had too, so
absolutely. Kind
of looking forward to see what Ken Wright's doing with it. What do we got first?
So the first one we got is the McCrone. I know I love this one every year. The 2010 single vineyard. Yeah.
Yep. Yamhill Carlton AVA.
Yep. Good stuff.
Yeah, it's done well on shows in the past. So yep, figured we'd check in on it for 2010.
Interesting nose. It's like sort of coming off with like a sweetness, like a candy. I was like sort of bouncing back and forth between like red vines, because we pre-taste always just to see what the lineup, how we should taste them. This is definitely one of the lighter ones out of it, but man, like sort of a candy nose.
Lighter in like intensity, but I think like to me anyway, like darker in the style of fruits, like more like like blackberry fruits underneath that, and then some like these. Cherried candies, not like super candified. It's not like a Jolly Rancher soaking in a cup or anything like that.
But definitely a little sweetness. It seems like almost some sweetness is coming out of the glass.
A little bit of spice too, a little bit like cinnamon or something.
These drink so easily.
Really nice entry onto the palate. Tannins stay approachable all the way through. Get a little bit of alcohol kind of on the mid palate, kind of sticking with this being, darker fruit.
12.5% alcohol though.
Yeah.
Pretty low.
Yeah, that's interesting. I'm still feeling it. Are you feeling it at all? You might not be feeling it at all.
No, not so much. I mean, it's definitely a little bit, the flavor intensity is dialed down, right? And so, or it's down from what you would expect from like 09 or 08, and maybe the alcohol is a little more present because of that, but the fruit here is really nice, right?
Yeah.
Like strawberries and, just really easy, a very accessible fruit. It's nice.
I was just thinking that, yeah, like some of those brighter red fruits. I think strawberries is a little more accurate. I was thinking like cherries, something, not quite sure, but they kind of sit right in that front palate, right where there's that nice smooth entry. Fruit fades a little bit in the back end. You get a little more structure, but this isn't a big. The tannins in this wine aren't big by any stretch of the imagination.
No, and the way they come in is really quite nice too. Like they don't sort of have any sort of attack or firmness to them. They just sort of, as the fruit kind of dies down, the structure sort of rises up. Definitely sort of closes off the finish a little bit, but still nice wine, right?
Yeah, a little bit of spice in the back end too.
Chalky, a little bit of chalkiness. It's, yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely.
Cool wine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 88 plus. Typically, McCrone is one I step to right away. Every vintage of Ken Wright. This one's all right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 87 plus for me, just down a little bit. Same thing, usually like it, but this year a little bit lighter flavors.
True.
Not as much up my alley as other things.
So one that I tend to purchase every year is the Carter single vineyard, and this is the 2010 Carter we're tasting next.
Yeah, Yield Amity AVA. It's nice. This is all written on the back of the bottle, so we can
good amount of information.
Easily provide you with accurate information, and you can provide yourself with accurate information when you buy the bottles.
These wines are so light. So 12% alcohol in this one, and just completely clear.
We've talked about it before. Like, it's really cool that he continues to do like all of these single vineyard bottlings every year. It's a really great way to check in on what's going on in Oregon. If you're new to Oregon Pinot Noir, I think it's a really interesting way to see what one winemaker does with distinctly different sites.
Absolutely, and he makes all of them in splits, which is awesome too. I mean, you can get every single one of the single vineyards in splits and just taste them all side by side and really see there's distinct differences in all of them. So
yeah, keeps the show affordable too. We still buy probably 95% of the bottles we do on the show.
Yeah.
So it's nice to have these splits available.
There we go. Picking up a little bit of like earthiness on this one.
Yeah, nose is definitely popping a lot more here. We're getting some, the fruit's showing to me. Definitely going to go with cherries in the nose here. A little bit of blackberry too, right? Like a little bit of darker tannic fruit showing.
Yeah, there's not that sort of sweetness that I got in the McCrone. This is definitely a little bit like more pure Pinot fruit going on.
Nice strawberry. Yeah, I'm really liking how the red fruits and black fruits
Mm-hmm.
pair in the nose here.
Smell nice. Smells nice.
Also soft tannins, boy, all the way across. I'm really feeling that. Acidity settles in the center of the palate, kind of from the mid to the back. That acidity is kind of like sharp, giving a little bit of pucker, but not in the corners like you get with a lot of Riesling or the more acidic Pinot Noirs. It's like sitting right in the middle, which is kind
This
of
is super gentle.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas I thought the last one was the McCrone was gentle. Like it definitely has a little bit of sharpness going on with the acidity. This is just like this. The feel across the palate is awesome on this.
Real approachable. That gentle mouthfeel really brings an element of richness to kind of these darker cherry flavors that are showing up. Getting, when that acidity comes in later, leans a little bit more towards raspberry fruit, but they're still working together, and they last for a good length of time on the palate too, which is nice. The finish here is solid.
A good hang time to the fruit. I mean, even though the intensity is sort of dialed down, it doesn't ever dissipate, right? There's no gaps in anything here. Pretty long through the finish. It's nice.
Yeah, if you
nice.
like your bigger tannic wines, this definitely is not that.
2010 isn't for you. So.
Well, yeah, that's an interesting point, but this works really well for me, right? The more gentle structure, still a good feel of acidity.
A good balanced wine.
Yeah, some nice complexity on the fruit. I'm enjoying it.
I agree with everything that Dan has just said. I don't really have much to add, honestly. Like this is just delicious Pinot. 90 points. I like it quite a bit. Oh, and I would say not one I would age. I would just drink it.
Yep, I'm right with you on that. I think the general structure kind of leads me to that, but also it's drinking, general structure, and it's drinking really well right now. Like I'm not looking for, I really look forward to this doing something or some other thing down the road. I'm
Good
like,
point.
nope, this is delicious. Drink it up.
What do you score?
Going to be 89 plus for me. Solid. Pretty close to you. Yeah.
Good stuff.
I want to say thanks to Ken Wright Cellars too. They sent us an email inviting us to their barrel tasting this year. We both have full-time jobs in the week, and it's tailored for
Tuesday or something.
Yeah, it's Monday and Tuesday, tailored for industry people. So
couldn't do it. We
can't hit that, but we really appreciate. If you guys see this, we really appreciate you guys trying to include us. So thanks.
Getting a little darker on the color here. We're doing the Canary Hill next, 2010. Again, Oregon Pinot.
Again, Yule Amity.
Again. There's nothing wrong with that.
No.
Yule Amity's good stuff.
No, I don't look through the lineup. I'm like, oh man.
They're all
No. That's McCrone.
Okay.
But no Dundee Hills represented. But that's all right. That's all right. Spread the love around.
It's true. Do love my Dundee Hills. All right. So yeah, right away the color's a little darker here.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely a little more ruby as opposed to just being clear.
And I don't think we've done this vineyard on the show before, but I picked it out because during tastings, last year sometime, I thought it was one of the best tasting vineyards right out of the gate, like right on release. Mm-hmm. Really enjoyed it, and I was curious to see, if out of the 2010s, it's so approachable and accessible and interesting right away as well. So decided to give it a shot on the show.
I can't honestly say that I've had a Canary Hill besides like maybe a tasting a long time ago, but had a 94. What was it, 94? I want to say that this is one of his first single bottlings. Yeah,
wow.
It was either this. It had to have been this one. Anyway, I'll look it up on Cellar Tracker later. But I had one of his 94, or I had Shea, and then I believe Canary Hill from 94.
Cool.
And they were both drinking really good still. So this wine does age. All right, here we go.
This is great.
Yeah,
great.
The nose on this is really good.
Cool complexity. You're getting like some nice vanilla, and I'm going to say rich, but I don't mean like really thick, overwhelming vanilla. I mean like there's some complexity to vanilla that goes really well with some complex fruit. Gives you something to think about and enjoy.
And that component adds like a fullness to the fruit. I guess I get what you're saying about the richness, but yeah, it's just like there's a lot of fruit and a lot of just like nice flavors going on in the nose of this.
And a sense of depth.
Yeah.
Like I
really
dig
going for. Yeah. Sorry, I woke up 2 hours ago. Yeah, it smells awesome. It smells really good.
Real nice on entry again. Getting acidity right out of the gate this time, setting on the front of the palate, running all the way across to the back. More red fruits driving the flavor here, strawberries and raspberries.
A little bit of like grapefruity thing going on.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Just a little bit like that with that strong acidity, like the red citrus thing.
Working well together.
Yeah. There's a bit more intensity of fruit here, along with, and it pairs well with the structure, with the added acidity, and a lot of length. Jesus.
Yeah. Again, you can feel just a little bit of that oak, a little bit of vanilla flavor there, but it's just adding richness to that full acidity, to those fruit flavors. It doesn't come into the forefront at any point. I think it's balanced really well with the rest of the wine. Adds some good complexity, contributes well to the length of it. Man, the acidity's drying my mouth up real nice. You guys know I like that by now.
Yep, right down the center of the tongue, man. And again, really nice feel on the palate here. Really easy to drink.
Man.
And the way the acidity sort of comes in on the fruit is just awesome.
Really liking it.
Yeah, this is really good. This is definitely drinking really well now. And this one I wouldn't be scared to age, a couple years in bottle.
I think you could handle it, but don't be shy at all.
Yeah, don't be shy.
I'd say if you only get one bottle, drink it right up. It's ready.
91 points for me. Awesome. The length is killer.
Yep, gonna go there as well. And with each sip, I'm like caught thinking about some aspect of it, and it's not even the same one every time. There's just a number of good things going on there. And
notice how fast our tasters would.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's the show.
Good stuff. We usually have a question about single vineyards when we do this show. Why not carry on with that? We've got a few of our favorites here. We're curious to see what you guys think. Your favorite vineyard in Oregon is that expresses some unique character, or just name a vineyard that, even if you don't like it, is very consistent and has kind of a unique character that you think is interesting.
Good question. And one other thing, if there's a Ken Wright bottling that we haven't done on the show, I know normally we do like Guadalupe, the Canary Hill's a new one. If there's one that we haven't done yet, name it and we'll try to fit it on the next show. So I know typically we do the Ken Wright and the McCrone and the Carter every year. But the other ones...
We're willing to change it out. Yeah.
Oh shit, I'm willing to do a 4 or 5 bottle show when it comes to this sort of stuff.
We should do that sometime. That'd probably be good. And man, I guess now we're kind of rambling. I want to give some thanks to some people that have been interacting with us online today. I'm going to say thanks to that Brian on YouTube. Has given us some good comments. Actually sent me a message, about one of the episodes we did, and I really appreciate that interaction. So, thanks.
All right, we'll see you guys next time.